Yo, what's happening everybody? It's Pete from Vibes Life Fast back with this week's weekly festival chit chat. Coming to you a little bit late this week as last week's one, which was meant to happen sort of last week, Thursday, Friday, didn't actually go ahead. No reason other than just time completely slipped away from me, and that does tend to happen from time to time. So where are we now? We're currently it is Thursday the 18th of July, and we are right in the middle of a heat wave, which is why you might notice that it's a little bit dark inside the van, because I had to pull some of the curtains because I'm absolutely dying inside this metal box here. It's still very hot. Rolling on from last week, obviously last week spoke about Into the Trees. Big up everybody who entered our competition, and that's now obviously finished and a winner has been picked. So thank you to everybody for getting involved in that. And that was sort of just, you know, talking about Into the Trees Festival. What's happened since last week? Obviously there's been quite a lot happening. We've had the whole Euros, we've had England in the final of the Euros against Spain. That was a real disappointment. I am not in any way, shape or form the biggest football fan at all. I do not watch weekly, I don't watch Premier League football, I don't watch any of the divisions or Premiership football at all, really, to be honest with you. I loosely support about 3 teams, and 2 of them are London based, one of them's not, one of them's up north, but it's all to do with various reasons, like family members and friends, and just a team that I've lived closest to my whole life and things like that. So I'm not a massive football fan, but I do like to watch England play. I really enjoy getting together with people, or even just family, just sitting around and watching England play. And I like to see England do well at football. I believe it's a great thing to support your national team. So yeah, but I just want to say big up to the England team. It was completely it was such a good effort from them. They really worked hard, and although I didn't watch all of the games in the group stages, I did watch every game after that, and I can tell that the comments that people were making about them in the group stages, and all sort of like the what do you call it? I've done it again where I've just completely forgot my words. It's not insults, but oh, it's whatever you do when you want someone to do better, but I can't think what it is. Why is the words completely escaped me? But I don't know why. I do not know why. That's so weird. So weird. Every time I sit here, just quickly going to say this, every time I sit here with this camera pointing at me, words literally drop out of my head. Like it must be the same for a lot of people, especially people who stream on YouTube, and I'm sure they get it all the time, but words completely disappear, and I'm left sitting here saying about 1,000 times while I try and think. So yeah, but I think what everyone was sort of a bit this is going to bug me now because I just cannot think of what I was going to say. Criticisms. Oh my God, it took me that long to think of the word criticisms. Now that's not right, is it? Anyway, so I think a lot of the criticisms they were receiving in the group stages were to do with the fact that they weren't playing well as a team, and Southgate didn't appear to be playing the right players. But it looks like by the time we got to the knockout stages that a lot of those problems have been solved. Spain was always going to be a tough team to beat. I do believe we could have beaten them, judging by the performances that I've seen, but it wasn't meant to be, and Spain completely outclassed us, and they outclassed every single team they played. What else has been going on? So me and Keely also went to British Summertime on last Friday. This is one of the reasons why a video didn't get done. I was planning to do one Saturday, but Saturday again we were very busy. So Friday after work we made our way up to Hyde Park for British Summertime to see Stevie Nicks, and she did not disappoint. She was absolutely fantastic. I'm sure you may have seen videos, you may have seen the reviews, but yeah, she sounded on point. Her voice, her tone, her pitch was all pretty much perfect from what I could hear. So a lot of naysayers have said before that she can't really hold a note, but I don't believe that at all, because she was brilliant. She sounded great, especially over a system like that. Sound system in Hyde Park is never going to be It's never gonna, the sound is never gonna stay inside the arena very well. It's got a lot of places to escape, so it can end up sounding a bit tinny, it can sound a bit distant and echoey, but I like the sound system there. This is the third time we've been to BST now, and I do think they have a good production team. They seem to put on a good show. And sound lighting was all pucker, but more to the point, she was absolutely fantastic. She's not exactly the most lively, jumping around, dancing around type of, you know, music, so it was tough when she was singing. She sung quite a few sad songs at the end and done a little tribute to Christine McVie, and that was McVeigh, sorry, I don't know if I pronounced it right, but it was very sad. Obviously, I looked around, I don't think there was a dry eye in the whole crowd. And then that was her last song, and she had to leave because she had no more upbeat ones to do after that to bring everyone back up again. So everyone was sort of like walking down onto the tube all a little bit sad. And it was a shame, because other than that, it was a lively concert and everyone was in such good spirits. It brought out the inner Stevie Nicks. There's a whole genre of people who are Stevie Nicks, like, you know, that's how they're styled Stevie Nicks. They walk like Stevie Nicks, they act like Stevie Nicks, and you know, there was just so many crocheted shirts and flowery tops. It was just amazing, and beads and flowers in the hair, and that alone was worth the ticket price, just to see Stevie Nicks fans, how they look and how they dress, and it's just so cool. It was such a cool bunch of people. So that was our Friday last weekend. Straight after that, Saturday morning, we got up, a few hours sleep, and straight to Monster Jam at the London Arena, which is something we've done now, second year in a row we've done it, and that is a proper quality day out. Really enjoyed it. So that was our weekend. It was just completely wiped out. Sunday was spent trying to regain some sort of order in our house and usual sort of life admin type of stuff. So, but you don't want to hear about that. You came on here to hear about festivals. You want to talk about festivals. So that was just a little introduction for you. Also, I just want to say, if you've got any comments, we'd love to hear your comments. Make sure you like the videos and comment on the videos as well. And let me know if there's anything you want to ask me, if there's any questions you want to ask, if there's anything you want to see me talk about. Obviously, it always helps. I know people always do this, and some people might say it seems like a way it's copying out, but I've got plenty of content. I could be doing videos every single week, but what I would love to know is whether there's anything specific that you would like me to delve into, a certain festival, a certain type of music, a certain artist, or a certain situation. Anything like that, I will be more than happy to, you know, talk about that subject. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments. I will try and answer as many questions as possible. Obviously, if there's too many, I won't be able to do them all, but yeah, try, you know, let's interact and let's get involved. That's one of the best ways to get this channel going and get all these videos even more lively than they are, to, you know, make them just a little bit more you know, focused towards the viewer, I guess. So yeah, basically, you know, so I've gone over all the main stuff. Let's go to the main topic now, and the main topic is this weekend we have a festival coming up. It's our first time there, and it's a bit of a bittersweet thing, because it is our first time, but it's also probably going to be our last time, because this is the last ever time this festival will be taking place. I think you already know what I'm talking about. It is, of course, NOZSTOCK, which is happening this weekend. It's actually starting today. So today is the 18th, Thursday, the 18th of July. Festival has actually started this morning. So big up to all of you lot that are heading your way there now. I'm sure you're all like zipping there in your cars. We won't be getting there till tomorrow. Hopefully we can get there fairly early. We've both still got to work, but hopefully we can just zoom there straight after work, and we still get to see some of the afternoon acts. And then what I'm planning on doing is just powering straight through to the morning. So I'm going to go and enjoy a lot of the nightlife. I think Keely's going to take one for the team. She's going to put the kids to bed, and I am hopefully going to hook up with a few mates there and go out and party. And I'm going to rave it up all night long. I probably won't be getting much sleep, if any sleep at all, and then but that's just the way it's gonna have to be, because we're only there for a short time. We are only there till Sunday, so we've got Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday we're coming home. It's the way it is. I just couldn't get any more time off work, so wish me luck. So yeah, so that's what my plan is, obviously, to sort of do some late night raving, delving into all the late night areas and try and get as much footage, as much coverage of that as I can, and while trying to enjoy myself at the same time. Obviously not too much, but that's the plan for NOZSTOCK. So Yeah, we should be getting there, like I say, early afternoon, but it's starting today, and a lot of you will be turning up today, so I hope you're all going to have it large for us, big time when you're there. I hope you just, you know, it's beautiful weather. It's going to be beautiful tomorrow as well. Perfect weekend for it, isn't it? NOZSTOCK. So we want to talk a little bit about NOZSTOCK, the festival itself. Been running for a long time now. If you haven't heard of NOZSTOCK, then I'm just going to give you a little bit of background information about it. A lot of you may already know about this festival, but it was founded in 1998 and started as a lot of independent festivals are these days, and that is just mates and a barbecue. And that's literally how it starts. A load of like-minded people who come together and usually start it. So if you're thinking of ever putting on your own independent festival or anything like that, just remember that that is usually how it starts, with just a small gathering of people, and these things usually grow into then inviting more people from surrounding areas, and then you get volunteers to help put the event on and stuff like that, and then it just grows and snowball effect until, you know, in 5 to 10 years time you're looking at a capacity like NOZSTOCK has now of 5,000 people. So that's all with the help of volunteers, and obviously has grown with the family. It is held at the farm, it's held at a farm which is the home of the Noseworthy family, which is obviously where Nosworthy family, which is obviously where the name comes from, NOZSTOCK. So a lot of you might have been thinking, oh, you know, Noz, nitrous oxide, something like that. Nah, I don't think it's got anything to do with that. It's to do with their family name. It's now, in this year, it's now spread over 10 stages. Past performers have included people like Jurassic 5, Foreign Beggars, Roots Maneuver, Scratch Pervert, Subfocus, The Mouse Outfit, who I absolutely love. If you like your UK hip hop, you'll know all about them. Scratch Perverts obviously are amazing. Roots Maneuver I haven't seen for years, so I would have loved to have seen him when he was back in his prime, but obviously I think he's still producing music. I don't know if he's still MCing per se. Anyway, their whole ethos is actually bringing play to everyone. That means adults and children's. There is a huge children's area there, which I will have a look at. I'm going to get the full lineup up on my phone now. While I do that, so what's I'm going to have a little look as well. Actually, sorry about that, because I am sweating in here, so apologies if I look like that. I just got the website open here, so I'm having a little look here. What's on site? The Hidden Valley site is situated around a ramshackle Tudor farmhouse, which sits on the side of the valley in the centre of a festival site. It's nestled against the garden stage, which hosts an array of electric bounce-inducing artists. The orchard boasts the headline names and the cream of upcoming crop. We like the sound of that. So when I read you this lineup in a few, I'm sure you'll agree with me. There's some huge big names on there, and it is a nice balance between big names and, like I say, what we just said, local artists. So I think they get it right. I think they know where to spend their money. And I'm not saying that local artists are not worth their money, but a lot of local artists, no matter where the festival is, in England, America, or whatever, you're always going to have local people get booked because they might be friends of the festival, they might be known in the area, and people might make a request for them, or it might be the case that the owners just happen to, the curators of the festival happen to hear these people because they're local. They might hear them at a pub gig or whatever, and they end up booking them, which is great. And these people, they're more than happy to play. It's not about the money for them. They just want to play at this festival. It's their local festival. They're happy with a few of their friends seeing them play live and stuff like that. So it's such a good idea. And those people can play. In my opinion, let me know what you think, but don't you think that sometimes these small, tiny local artists will play a set equally as heavy, as banging as one of the biggest name DJs you've ever seen, and still have the crowd working and jumping in exactly the same way? So if that's the case, you don't need to spend all your money on huge names just to put it on a flyer, just for people to come. People should be coming to the festival anyway. It should be all about the music policies and all about the vibe and all about the ethos, and like none of this, oh, I'm not gonna go to that, I don't recognize any of these people, man, oh god, it looks like it's gonna be lame, it's gonna be dry. this is the problem, and people are feeling pressurized into booking one massive artist and paying thousands and thousands of pounds. That's where they blow their whole budget, and then it comes to the following year and it's just not sustainable to just keep doing that and keep booking those big artists, which I think ends up ultimately being sort of like the final nail in the coffin for a lot of festivals. NOZSTOCK, I don't think that's the case, but NOZSTOCK have always committed to putting on a certain level of production and having a certain level of artists, you know, and they want to keep booking the same types of artists. And what they're saying is that they just simply can't. Tax is too high. Costs, running costs in general, I can't imagine what energy costs must be like these days for a festival. I don't know how that works, but obviously they're hiring generators and stuff like that, but energy's not cheap, we know that. So it's an absolute travesty, you know. It's almost sort of like upsetting to think that this will be the last one, after them putting their heart and soul and building this festival up from dust, from the ground to nothing, building it up, to then have to say goodbye to it is heartbreaking. It is literally gut-wrenching. But we're going to enjoy this festival, and what we want to do is we want to try and put it out there to the people, so that if there's ever a chance of them coming back under a different guise, and they have the funds and the means to be able to put the festival back on, that people appreciate that these people put on a good festival. So what I'm doing really is just sort of I'm just sort of letting you know, if you can't make this NOZSTOCK, I'm sort of showing you what you could have won in a way. It's a bit of a bullseye moment, isn't it? No, I'm not doing that. I'm just documenting it. So and it's just something to talk about. It's just a festival. It's current. It's something we're going to. So you're going to see pictures and videos. You're going to see our reels of it. You're going to have me commenting on it this weekend, hopefully, in videos. So I'm sort of I'm just giving you an introduction to NOZSTOCK as it was. Here I've got the site up in front of me, so I'm going to have a look at the full lineup. I do know a lot of the artists that are on there, but I thought you might like to know yourself, and this is a good one. I know that it's all types of music, from folk to psytrance. You've got drum and bass, dubstep, garage, two-step. I believe you've probably got a little bit of rock and roll and hip-hop. I know you've got hip-hop and jazz and funk and everything in between. This is the type of festival that I salivate over. I really do, because it is just, seriously, 2024 major artists. Year on year, the NOZSTOCK crew endeavour to bring something from all genres of music and performance to entertain, mesmerise and intrigue each and every one of our faithful NOZSTOCKers. Blood, sweat, tears and tantrums go into the planning and presentation of our stages and programmes. We believe that going the extra mile is the only way forward in providing the sensory satisfaction we pride ourselves on for the final ever lineup we present to you. So, first of all, 2024 major artists. You've got Desiree Birch there. That's an absolutely great start. Right below her is, of course, and that is obviously for the sorry, I should have stated that's comedy. That's a comedy act. Moving straight down, you've got the man himself, the executioner. Yeah, that's right. It's Andy C. None other than D&B Ram Records head honcho. Andy C, playing at NOZSTOCK. He's a friend of NOZSTOCK. In fact, I think he's even a resident at NOZSTOCK. He loves this festival. That should tell you from the start what type of festival this is. MC Tom Piper, one of his favourite MCs, will be joining him with that as well. I haven't seen Tom Piper in a long time. When I say MC, we use that term loosely, because he is more like a host than an MC, and I believe there should be separate categories for that. Groove Armada DJ set. Yes, get in there. We all know Groove Armada smash it. They're sick DJs. But DJ set for me is probably going to be better than live show, because live show, I love their songs, but you know, I like to hear things mixed. And they can also play a lot more. They've got a lot more scope for variation of tunes they can play, because they can play any tune they want when they do a DJ set. They can play loads of other people's tunes, and I believe they will draw for some sick selections. So I think that's one not to be missed. Also, would love to see Groove Armada, would love to see the return of Lovebox Festival. because that was an amazing festival, and that was their thing. So Boney M right below that. So yeah, that's it, Boney M, basically soul legends. Cannot wait for that. Underneath that, you've got hip hop legends, Arrested Development. This is already, do you think this lineup is pretty sick for an independent? This is an independent festival, by the way, completely independent, funded by them, no outside funding or sponsorship. That's the way a festival should be. All right. House Gospel Choir, who we've seen now about 2 or 3 times. That's pretty, they're pretty cool, really, really good. 24 Hour Garage Girls, last time we saw them was at Boomtown 2019 alongside MC Kai. They absolutely tore down the place. It was a Sunday, so we was all feeling a bit jaded, but it was a smasher set. The next one I know is going to really please Keely, and that's Badger, the man like Badger, the remix king, the remix don. Yeah, he's there. I don't know if he was a late addition to the lineup, but I don't remember seeing him when I was first doing lineups on the Weekly Festival News earlier in the year. So if you don't know who Badger is, you might know his Natasha Bedingfield remix. You might also know a few other remixes that he's done. He does like to remix some of the big old tunes that were about back in the day. He puts them over a new D&B beat, completely re-engineered, tears the place to pieces, smashes it. So it's all good. Badger, I can't wait to see Badger. He has got some wicked tunes. Still on the drum and bass tip as well. Next up is A Little Sound. Now she is a female vocalist and DJ. She DJs on her own sets and at the same time vocals over them. So she can play her own tunes. She can also, look at this sweat, this is crazy. She plays her own tunes, but she can also sing over them, and she can sing over other people's beats as well. It's a great live show. I've never seen it myself, so if I do get a chance to catch her, I will be trying my best to catch A Little Sound. Now we got some UK hip hop for you after that. Leaf Dog and BVA. High Focus, I believe they're High Focus Records artists, so that is going to be too sick. High Focus, Flip Tricks, and various other people on that label. That's yeah, that, I mean, if you need to know about your UK hip hop to know about them. They're not commercial, they're not mainstream, and if you listen to Radio 1, you probably never heard of these people before, but if you know your music, then you will know all about Leaf Dog and BVA, and you will know all about a lot of the crews there, the High Focus crew, Future Cut Posse. Who else am I thinking of? 4 Hours and all of that. I mean, I know they're not specifically in there, in all those crews. We're talking more about Verb T and Dr. Syntax and Pete Cannon and people like that. But if you know all about the real underground UK hip hop scene, Jest, Kaiser, Kalashnikov, then you will, I am 99% sure you would have heard of Leaf Dog and BVA. So far, these artists, I would see every single one of them. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to see all of them, but I would definitely go to see every single one of those artists. So that's a good start. Next up, we've got some D&B and 2 DJs I absolutely love. Dillinger back-to-back with Randall, with MC GQ, Roll the Beats. And yeah, Dillinger, I don't think I would have seen since possibly one of the Renegade Hardware parties, probably back in the late 10s. Or noughties. It could have been 2013, 14 when Trouble on Vinyl used to put on these Notting Hill Carnival events, after events at Brixton Academy. I think that could have been the last time I saw Dillinger. Obviously it would have been with Valve sound there as well, which was the loudest sound system going at the time, and it was ridiculously loud. Dillinger, built by Dillinger and Lemon D, probably one of the reasons why I now have hearing aids, because I listened to far too much loud music when I was younger and didn't protect my ears. So always protect your ears, people. Okay, there is so many different types of ear what are they called, earplugs available. Loop obviously do some amazing ones, but you can get molds from everywhere. Go into your Boots, go into your Specsavers, go into your local opticians. They will be able to get you some proper molded earplugs, which will save your ears, protect your ears for life, and not leave you with hearing loss or tinnitus or worse or anything like that, because believe me, you don't want any of them. Anyway, so drum and bass wise, Randall, I heard Randall quite recently actually at an event I was at not too long ago. So yeah, love Daddy Randall. That's D&B, and that's D&B royalty. That is D&B royalty. And next up is D&B royalty as well. You've got Break, the man like Break, such a sick producer, well known for literally reinventing the Amen. Should I say reinventing? Like reintroducing the Amen to everyone. So yeah, Jungle made a comeback when he came into the scene. Break, incredible artist. Not too sure about his DJing skills. I've never heard him DJ, but I have listened to his tunes a lot. His production is brilliant. SAS. Yes, this is so SAS. I don't need to give him too much of an introduction, but Skibber, it used to be Skibber, Shabba, Stormin, Harry Shotter, and Fantasy, someone else. I'm not sure who the other DJ was, but obviously we lost Stormin a good few years ago now. RIP Stormin, one of the greatest of all times. We also unfortunately lost Skibber 2 years ago now. RIP to MC Skibbity. It was one of the biggest losses in the drum and bass scene, arguably since Hyper D. I mean, you know, we've lost two of the greatest of all times, and they were the pioneers, and they were the best to do it. There's no doubt in it. And drum and bass is just a different place without them. But obviously I don't want to, so you know, but what I want to say is Shabba has completely held the flag for them, and Harry Shotter as well. Them two, legendary in their own right, and they deserve to be up there with you know, like they deserve to be up there counted in the same sort of bracket as Skibber and Hyper D as well. This geezer is just so talented. His lyrics just come and just roll off the tongue, and if anything, you could say that he was the better lyric writer out of him and Skibber when it comes to the original SAS. Shabba's so hype, and Skibber has just got the flow, and Skibber's got the, you know, the effortlessness. But when it comes to lyrics, man, when it comes to lyrics and hype, Shabba D is the man. So yeah, obviously they created this SAS thing, which was touring the world. They've got their whole show. They're still doing it now without Skibber and Stormin. They are still going, and I'm looking forward to trying my best to catch that. It's not really my thing anymore, because the style of drum and bass they play is too jump up. It's too modern. It's what I would class as sort of like wobbly jump up. And that's just not my thing because of my age. You know, I'm a 41-year-old man now, and I am set in my ways when it comes to jungle and drum and bass. So I have an era, and that era is definitely 99 to 2002, or you could say 90. Yeah, you could say 97 to 2007, because that's what middle school used to be, that event. So my favourite areas of drum and bass. That's for another video. We're not going to get into drum and bass talk now. Right underneath that is Turno, again a very well established drum and bass DJ. So there's so much drum and bass. A little sound. A Skills is there. Okay, that's cool. So we should get some good scratching. That's good. We like to see a nice scratch DJ on the lineup. This video is getting to half an hour now, so I will be wrapping it up soon. What else have we got here? I'm looking for some more names. APH, I've not heard of. Arcadia Roots, I don't know either. Artemis is going to be another DJ there. We've got Azil, Atkins, AWOL, Bard's Boardwalk. What have we got here? We got Bella Collins, Benny, Bethlehem Casuals, a big band of Boom, Biggle Sound. We've got Blazing Cascade. What's that? Oh, I'm not sure what that is. But Bryony Sear, Capas, Chameleon, Charlie T, who's now on the radio doing lots of D&B mixes. So as you can see, I'm probably sort of only really picking out a lot of the drum and bass DJs, but that's because their names stick out to me, so I don't know all these. Charlotte Greenstock, Shez, Chills, Chopper, Chris P, Chris Tofu, Clangers and Mash. Let's have a look. Who else have we got here? Cowboy Hats and Sheriff Bags. I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to have a look at it in the flyer form. I am so hot. I'm going to have to wrap up this video soon anyway. So, because I'm literally dying here. NOZSTOCK. Sorry, bear with me for a second. I know. I don't know what's going on here. Something's going on, and I've lost the lineup. But anyway. It's great, isn't it? This is one of the most professional YouTube channels you're ever going to find. Look at me, I'm sweating out in a van. 30 minutes in, lineups here. We're going back to it now, so yeah, let's go try from sort of like the bottom, because then we can see some of the other ones which I didn't get to say. So there's going to be yoga there as well. There's lots of different yoga. It's not just one lot of yoga. We've got yoga healing. Year of the Dog are going to be there. Okay, Wonky Bike Collective, Wallow Weaving. We've got Wild West Wilbur. You've got some felting workshops there. You've got Utah Saints are going to be there playing. They're booked at Camp Festival as well this year. Seen Utah Saints already this year at a Big Fish Little Fish over there in Greenwich, which was really good. Twisted Sounds is going to be there. True Strays, yes! Some country style rock and roll, sort of like a hybrid country indie rock and roll. You know about True Strays because Keely shouts about them all the time on our Instagram. And we got to see them at Black Deer Festival, and since then we have seen them again, so very happy about that. Traffic Live, they'll be doing tie-dye shirts. The Undercover Hippie, the Ruffians, the Seven Collective, the Pink Diamond Review. We've got the Night Owl, the Next Men featuring Kiko Bun, again that's going to be wicked. The Junko Active Wastemen, first saw them at Inciem, that tiny intimate festival which was only like 100 people or so, and they played on the lawn, on the terrace lawn, and that was really good. They're really cool, but it is sort of slightly weird seeing people dressed in those type of costumes with very high-pitched voice like mufflers or whatever you call them, voice augmenters, going sort of like, we are the cheeky girls, we are the cheeky boys, we are the cheeky girls. But it works. You have to trust me on that. It's good. It's a good little bop. It's actually good. We've got the Human Beatbox there, the Gurus there, the Eggmen, Demon Barbers, the Beefy Boys DJ set, the Acid Morris, Tangent and Mongo, T98, Sweet Boy Sound, Super Lung. Let's have a look at T98 just to see whether it's got a little bit right up about his style. Yeah, he's a drum and bass DJ as well. They're not all going to be drum, but not all of these are drum and bass, just so you know. There's going to be a bit of dubstep in there. I reckon there's going to be quite a lot of dubby music, also dub reggae as well. There's going to be dub reggae there as well. So you've got Dr. Syntax is there himself, one of the most strangest rappers you're ever going to see and hear, but he's great. Sublingual, Street Milk, Steve Odgood, Spitz Milk, Space Jump, Soul Method, Solid Gold, Rusty, wow, Smoke Like a Fish, Sean Shift, Scope back to back with Tang. What sort of music are they going to be playing? Let's have a little look at their bio. Varied selection, yeah. So I think it's probably going to be quite electric. Oh yeah, it's going to be wobbly bass lines. So rolling beats, wobbly bass lines. That's going to be a multi-genre set. We like multi-genre sets because we like it when someone can switch from house or techno to then a bass line, like the BPM change is completely different. So to go from like a 138 to a 140, to go from like a 120 BPM to a 140 BPM don't seem like a lot in terms of BPM. It's a lot. It's a massive amount, and anyone who can do that has got skills in my book. So there, as you can see, this is like crazy. These are crazy artists, and you are going to see so much of different types of music at this festival. It's going to be so crazy for like things to do. There's just, you know, if it's not music, there's going to be a whole lot of other stuff we're going to be doing. Artists and traders, there are gazillions of ways to get involved. I don't want to get involved in that. I want to know about whether there's just a specific activities section that I can read to you now. Oh, it's just all in the lineup. Okay, so that's fair enough. So I think I've gone through most of the major artists there. I don't think I've missed out too many people. Obviously the rest of them, they're all local and they're all going to be sick. We know they're all going to smash it, and we're just looking forward to it, to be honest with you. It's a festival that I have been excited about for a long time, so you know the anticipation is building up, and you know, I just know it's going to deliver in terms of hype and sets that I'm going to remember. I'm going to get back, and there's going to be so many memories of sets from this festival. So I'm seriously looking forward to that. And coverage of it will be continuing on the Instagram page. So make sure you follow the Instagram at Vibes Life Us, and obviously make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. This is our YouTube channel, so please hit that little bell and give us a like and a comment on any of these videos if you did like them. And if you want to engage, if you want to interact, then yeah, please do, because I'm here for that, and I'm here to speak about festivals and speak about music. It's what I love. It is what I think about all day, every day. I'm not one of these people who just, we are not even a family of people who just came on Instagram and thought, you know what, we can start getting free stuff. Haha, wicked, let's do this because it's free. No. We started our Instagram page to inspire people to take their kids to festivals. We met through music, we met through gigs and clubs, and we started going to festivals from the minute we met each other, and it has been our life. Obviously I am involved in the music scene as well, not deeply involved in the music scene, but obviously with my MCing background, I worked in music. Keely worked in music and even promoted a few events back in the day. So music has been our whole life, and we dedicated our life to music, and we started dedicating our life to festivals. So when the children came along, we started dedicating our life to taking our children to festivals, and that is what's happened. So, you know, so obviously we're trying to build it, and we're just trying to grow it, and it's all for the love. It's all for the love of festivals music. That's all we want to do, and that's why I want to interact with you, the watcher, the viewer, because I want to know how you feel. I can tell you all day long about how excited I get about festivals, how much I love festivals, and how much I love music and certain artists, but I like to talk to other people about it, and I want to hear what you love, and then, you know, then it's a discussion, then it's a two-way thing, it's not a one-way thing. So if you did enjoy this video, please do like, comment, hit the bell and subscribe so we can get those numbers up and we can get out to a broader audience, and we can just keep doing this and keep the conversations open, and you know, keep not educating, but just keep everyone informed of what's going on in the world of festivals and music. That is it for today. I'm going to cut it now because we're at 38 minutes. It's quite a long one, but hopefully you've enjoyed it, and let me know if you did, and I'll be back with another video soon, another weekly festival chit chat. That is all from me this week. Peace and love to you all. Hope you have a great weekend, whatever you're doing, and I will see you next time. Peace.